Evaluate where you are. Assess yourself and assess the situation. What brought you there? What role did you play? What has brought you to this point? What did you learn from it? Are you going through it or are you growing through it? Are you bigger and better because of it?
We call it life or death. If you want to live a good, long, flourishing life, you got to push back. You can't just give in. You got to push back.
It's not going to be easy. When you want to change, it's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out. So yes, I'm going to turn this situation around. I'm not going to sit back and moan and cry over what happened and what went wrong and who did what. I'm going to do something about this situation. If it's hard, there's something that you're facing, some decision you got to make, something you're handling, and it's very difficult, very challenging. Here's what I'm suggesting. It's not going to be a cakewalk. You can't stroll to your goal. Once you take that into account, face the fact it's hard and go through with it. Do what you got to do. Do it. Because what you become in the process, if you hang in there, what you become as a person, the kind of spiritual growth, personal growth, the kind of commitment, the kinds of things that you have within you now showing and revealing themselves that you would have not have known was there had you not gone through this. The harder the challenge, the greater the growth.
Do all that you can this day. Give it all. Spend yourself. If you could do more sprints, do more sprints. But when it's done, it's done. If you can't get up out of bed, that means that there's nothing in your life that is so important that you can't just get your ass up out of bed. You have nothing to live for, quite frankly. Because when you are moving towards something that's important to you, when you've got a big vision, you don't want to sit down. You can't rest. Every single waking moment of your day is dedicated to moving forward. And sleep is a waste of fucking time, right? And physiologically, of course, Elliot Hulse would say, well, you need sleep, it supports your hormones. But what I'm saying is that your vision, your mission, your goal, the bigger picture, how you're going to support other people, what you're going to build, create, and offer to the world means far more than a few extra hours of sleep. You know, it doesn't matter how you feel, it doesn't matter if you're tired, it doesn't matter if you're overwhelmed. You find out a fucking way to overcome that challenge of your feelings, and you make that shit happen. You understand?
We live in a world that we want to be as comfortable as we can. Our whole life is set up in the path of least resistance. We don't want to suffer. We don't want to feel discomfort.
We need to embrace the fact that it's hard, not avoid it. You got to fortify yourself and say, come on with me. It's hard, then handle it. I've got to step into it. Take a stand. Anybody, it takes courage to live, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be faced with a series of opposition, all kind of obstacles in your path. Yes, all kind of hurdles you're going to have to overcome. But as you do that, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. As you do that, as you go through that, when you come through, ladies and gentlemen, when you come through that valley, when you come through that fight, there'll be a look in your eyes that everybody will know this is a different person here.